All right, folks. So, how are we going to do this? I've got about 8 to 10 stocks I'm watching. I'm gonna put them on, on a screen share, all that kind of stuff. And then guess what? You're gonna have to provide your stocks, and that's when we see who's been doing their studying, who's been doing their research, all that kind of stuff. So yeah. But either way, let's get into it. So the first one, and make sure you let me know if you can or cannot see the screen because I know there's a lot of different difficulties sometimes. So just let me know if you can or cannot see it. It is important. So my first one is Amazon actually this week, guys. And this is what I'm gonna do, right? I'm gonna hit to the daily chart. I'm gonna show you something, right? So it's in a clear descending pattern, right? Amazon is here. We hit the lows of 160, which was the price target for last week. We hit the lows of 160. We bounced to that area. We rose up to 184 where we are now. And a few things I want you to know. The first thing is that's a heavy line of resistance for me. Second thing is we're right under the moving averages. Right, if I zoomed in a little bit like this, we're right under the moving averages. And then the third thing is one like once we break this, we could start to see some real bullish momentum if buyers really step in. But you see the first few days of April we had a lot of heavy buying volume, which is nice to see. But right now, we're still hanging around the moving averages. We're getting rejected at this level of resistance. We could fall back to 160 if there's enough negative news this week. We could fall back to 160, and that's another thing I want to mention, right? Before we even get into all the stocks, right? Just so you guys know, the trade wars are not finished. So I don't think the markets are actually done, with their crazy fluctuations. I don't think they're completely done selling off, right? Yeah, I know the news came out this week that this guy has given off some tariff exemptions for like Apple, Nvidia, some of those billion-dollar, trillion-dollar companies. But that doesn't mean everything is solved. All the markets are going to fly. The markets is fine. We're ready to run. We're in a bull market. Nah, nothing is bullish yet. Nothing is bullish, right? His little exemptions for the billion and trillion-dollar companies doesn't mean nothing yet, right? And again, like I know right now Nasdaq is currently up during the overnight hours, so that means a lot of tech companies are going to be up right now. A lot of tech companies are green right now. But once tomorrow morning opens up, maybe they would have sold off again, right? Let's see how they open up tomorrow. They're green right now, but we'll see. So the overall situation is still clearly bearish for many reasons. The interest rates, because of the tariffs, because of so many different things. But right now, again, the overall situation is still uncertain. So uncertain means cautious. If we're uncertain, that means we need to be cautious, right? Yes, there are some great opportunities to make money with calls or puts or whatever. But at the same time, one wrong move can finish you, right? If you think, because the market, let's say the market opens green tomorrow, you think they're going to push it up every day this week and you try swing calls each day, you can get wiped out. Trust me, one trade can wipe you out, right? One trade. You go in with too many contracts on one trade, it can wipe you out. So be careful. Again, manage your risk, navigate the storm, and trade money you can afford to lose. Also protect your capital. That's important, of course. So like I said, Amazon is my first stock to watch. It's in a strong descending pattern. If markets continue to drop, then hey, that 160 price point, 161 price point is again something I'm looking at. I'm targeting. If you really do want to get calls, wait till we get confirmation, and then watch that 189, 190 level. Right, that's something I'd look for Amazon. But again, it's a strong descending pattern overall. Zoom out, okay? Zoom out. Next up, we have Meta. So Meta's pretty clear, right? Yeah, yeah, for sure. All the way out. From here. Oh, from the real low. Like here? Oh wait. All the, okay. Right. To the fibs. The fib settings? Oh. This said, oh, this. Oh, okay, okay, okay. I'm gonna go with purple. Yeah, purple is cool. Yeah. Oh, okay. Okay. So like green. Okay. Yes. Okay. So the 618 it can be yellow. I like colors. So yellow, I'll do yellow. Yep. Okay. Gold. Yeah, yellow. Okay. I like this. Yeah, I'm trying to learn these fibs. Okay. This one. Oh, okay. Aha. All right, let's see what it is. Yep. But yeah. This one? Oh, okay. Oh, the first. Okay. Okay. Let me. Okay, so you just want me to draw a box around that one? Oh, okay, okay. Yeah. Okay, so the same level. Okay. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So what I'm gonna do is screenshot it, so I have it, and then I will delete it. I'm gonna leave those two then. Yeah. Yeah, it does. Yep. Is in this. Yep. So this is like a weak engulfing, and this is a strong engulfing. Yeah. It's looking like it could be coming any day now. Yeah. Yep. Yep. Go 4 hour first. Okay. Yep. This yeah, yeah, yeah. I was just looking at the line because I'm still new to the fibs. So this is okay. Yeah, it did. I can see. Went past the point five. Oh, sorry, the 618. Okay, okay. Aha. Right, I'd wait up here to not 197. Yeah. Yep. 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 That's it. It's setting up, man. That's it, bro. If I get the fibs right, once I start learning the fibs and I know the fibs, oh, it's over, bro. Yeah. Okay. Yep. Thank you very much for that. That's another thing, guys. Always be open to learning because I've been saying I want to learn fibs, Fibonacci retracement, by the way, if you don't know what fibs are. And it just helps you add more tools to your arsenal. So this is something I'm going to be working on in the next few weeks, few months, etc. Until I can be a beast at it. Same things I've done with my EMAs all the last few years. So it's good to know. Thank you for that. So yeah, Amazon was the first one. Um, what was I at? I think. Did I even do? Okay, yeah, yeah. Hold on. I didn't even know. Oh yeah, Meta, then CLH. Thank you very much. So, folks, yeah, Meta. Okay, so this is another interesting one. I'm gonna start with the weekly. Set the chart. Here we go. So we had our doji back here back in the beginning of March, right? And then we sold off we had a sell off, a doji, which could be a potential reversal candle, and a bigger sell off, right? Now we at a point where we finally had a green week, and it's a strong green week. You can see the body of the candle is crazy. We finally had a good green week. Now I'm thinking, okay, like what's up? What are we doing now? So I'm trying to see what Meta does, right? That's the weekly chart. Now I'm going to the daily chart, okay? And you start to see what I see. So I've got my little resistance and support and resistance here. So Meta, we got rejected at the moving averages. We got the rejected at my level of support. We sold off. Bear in mind, again, after the double gap down, we finally saw bullish momentum for 4 days straight. And then, the rest of the week, last week we sold off, okay? So I'm trying to see what happens at this level. Reason I'm trying to see what happens at this level is because you see a green candle there, you see a red candle there, right? Right here. Okay. You see we bounce on that level. So the buyers, sorry, the sellers moved it down all the way to 529.64, right? On this day, the sellers moved it down to that same level, right? Last time we gapped down. Now we're holding that level. Again, nothing bullish till we break above this level of resistance, this moving average. But I do like it because when it does have those green days, look at this. That's like a $30, $40 day, $50 day even if we got, we count the highs. Here, $40, $50, even more, $60 day, right? When you catch Meta on the right side, you're gonna see once it breaks the moving averages, once we break up towards the second moving average, the 9, we've got a $40 gap to gain, $40 gap to get up to the moving average. Either way, my point here is since let me zoom out a little bit. Since we sold off around 600, right? We haven't even got near that level and held well, right? Once we get down here, we were there, we fell straight away. 578, 580, we fell straight away. Last time was at 600. we've dropped off heavily. Once we get back up to 600, first of all, you can take the trade to 600, by just getting calls for 3 months out, 4 months out. If you've got the money, that kind of money, you can get those calls. If you got extra 400, 500, get some calls, 590, 595 calls for 3, 4 months out. But either way, my point is, once we get back up to that $600 level, this is where I think Meta is going to get busy. So it's on my watch list because, again, we have 543. That's fine. It's not really near 600. But the reason I point out those 2-day jumps, if we can be at 590 by Wednesday, Thursday, the guy exempts tariffs and starts, saying how bullish he expects the market to be, we can see this back up at $600 in no time. And then we can really get busy, right? Get back up to 635, start pushing back up to, those levels back from February. But again, it's all a process. The reason I'm just putting it on your radar is because, hey, I think, it just takes one little bit of news or, even the technical analysis lining up to see this start flying. So again, the only thing we can do is prepare. The only thing we can do is prepare, right? And again, I think, with the right momentum, we'll see Meta back up there. Next, I want to talk about Celsius, right? So I've got a nice little zone on Celsius here. We'll go to weekly first. So weekly chart is real nice. Celsius has been been strong for 5 weeks straight. We had a zone here. We was kind of consolidating it with him. We pushed out and we never looked back. But now in the weekly chart, we added 200 MAs, right? We had the 200 MA on Celsius. So what that means is we could get rejected. But hey, at the same time, we could break above this and continue flying. And that's when I start to say, hey, we're really shooting for the stars. 42, 50. Before you know it, we might be back at May's levels from last year, where Celsius was $97 stock. Again, it's one of those where once we get back up, go to daily chart now, right? You can see the kind of thing I'm worried about, right? We consolidated, we sold off a bit, we started to finally break above, we're holding. That's what I want to see. We're holding on the daily chart. We're above the 200 moving average. We're above the level of resistance. We're finally holding. We're finally showing strong signs of bullish momentum. This got everything I like in a setup. Broke above the 200, the 9, the 21. Held above my level of resistance. Wicked off my level of resistance. Celsius is looking like cause again. But again, we have not been this high since September, okay? The last time it was at $37 was back in September. That's 7 months ago. So beware. If it struggles at this price point, beware. But it could just consolidate to load up and boom. Look what we did back in February, March. We consolidated, loaded up. Same thing could be happening again. So really, check out Celsius. Put it on your radar. For real, Celsius is a nice one. Another one I'm going to add to the list, SoFi, right? SoFi. So first of all, for me, if we're talking long term, anything under $10 is a steal for SoFi. You're going to see us back up $16, $17 sometime this year. I really believe that, right? You get your nice 80% returns on shares, right? But when it comes to the call options and the trading stuff, so it's up 15% in the past week. We went from lows of 855 to highs of 1147. Yeah, it was up like 45% at one point. But yeah, it's up 15% in the past week. Okay, you see the crazy dragonfly doji here before we reversed and then we sold off. But yeah, I like SoFi. I like the current setup because it's setting up to break above moving averages. At this point, we are below the moving averages. We are below the resistance. We are below, we're still technically bearish. But it is setting up. It looks like a great opportunity for longer term calls, 5 months down line, 6 months down line. If you're getting a $15 SoFi call, a strike price of $15, and you're setting out for July, August, when the markets finally recover, you can be looking real nice. This is a repeat of what we did back in, what was it? Like November? Yeah, like November, right? Where we sold off a bit to like $13. People started loading up on those longer term calls. December, January came around. People was getting up 10 bands on SoFi, right? So yeah, just watch SoFi. Now, Palantir. So Palantir is pretty easy. What I like about Palantir, this is a big mover. It's a big mover, right? Look at those candles. Look at and the wicks as well. So Palantir, it moves a lot with SPY. You'll see, like, if you see SPY, moves a lot like Palantir, right? So Palantir, Just watch it because we're hanging above the moving averages on the daily chart right now. Weekly chart, we closed above the 9. We opened below the 21. We closed above the 9. Crazy candle, right? From 66 all the way up to 88. $22 gain. So the reason I'm saying that for Palantir is we're above the moving averages right now. It's actually looking pretty. It's one of the better looking ones right now because it has real strong data. It's this is as well. Yep. Look, guys, double inside, double inside with a doji. Yep. Yep. Inverse head and shoulders. Yep. But this is setup and a half. Let me do it like this. Yeah, this is a setup and a half. Move that. This one's setting up. I like this one. The way it moves as well. Yep, engulfing, huge, heavy. Ooh, this is a strong engulfing one too. You got the body and the wick inside the body. Oh, yeah. Oh wow, wicked off, wicked off. Oh, guys. Yeah. Uh huh. Yep. Okay. The 98. Aha. Oh, this is the one. Okay, this is the one. I like. Yep, it is. Facts. Jeez, I didn't realize how nice this is looking. So all it needs, so for those who don't know about Palantir, all it needs is SPY or the market's having a decent day, not even a great day, a decent push. You're going to see this one go crazy. That's what's been happening for real with this one. Think about how we jumped $23 last week. Oh, yeah, yeah. This is money right here. Yes. Yep. Ooh, yeah. This is a nice one. I like Palantir, bro. Another one I'm looking at, I'm waiting because of the pre-market stuff is messed up though. But Apple, it's already up nice, like it's at 20. I think it's up 6% at 209. So I'm gonna wait for this one. But I'm really targeting. So I think it's up here right now, which is where we kind of consolidated last time in March. But I'm not gonna chase it. I think it's what people like to flock to Apple when it's going good. You know, big money likes to they like to put their money in Apple. So I'm gonna wait for Apple, but I'm looking at that 216 price point. I think with the especially because they're going to be one of the companies exempt from the taxes, they can move to 216. They can move, So I'll be watching Apple. Um, Weekly chart for Apple come off the level of support, hanging below the level of resistance. But again, pre-market right or overnight hours, it's already up a little bit higher. Day monthly. See if there's anything on the monthly. Same thing, the body's holding up there. Daily, last few days been strong. Again, this is a strong level of resistance. We're gonna break it. We'll see how we open tomorrow. 4 hour. Let's start. Whew. We're gonna see with Apple. I think it's annoying because they always like announcing these kind of news on the weekend. But we had a little bit of consolidation on the hourly. If you include the overnight hours, pre-market hours, we're kind of consolidating again. So just just watch out for that. Watch out for that one. Oh, Netflix. All right, so Netflix, we got a bounce on the moving average. I like that. I'm watching for the Netflix calls because I think this can blow this week. I think if Nasdaq can move and tech stocks can move, then Netflix can blow this week. But we're gonna have to see because you know how the market goes, right? We're squeezing in between the moving averages on the daily right now, and at this point, anything can happen. So just wait and be patient for it, and then we'll see where it goes. I only have one more stock to look at, which is Micron. But before I do that, let me point out some other stuff for you for Netflix to watch out for. Okay. So we go weekly. See how we're still below the moving averages, right? Back-to-back weeks close below. Monthly. Monthly candle is disgusting, right? You see the body, you see the wicks, you see how they push the price down, but you also see at the same time, you see we started to form, I don't even know what you call this. I won't call it a setup, but you see the price started to hold, let's say, above the moving averages. Let's call it that. We're starting to hold above the moving averages. Again, the weekly, we're still below. When we close, the closes are still below. Daily, that's the one that's looking best for me right now. This could be a nice few day swing to the upside before we fall back down. We might fall back down around that $1,000 price point. That's what I'm thinking, maybe. But it's starting to form nice for that $60, $70 move to the upside. This is one of those moves you want to catch. 855 to 946. So again, when the markets are flying, Meta, Netflix, those are the ones I'm going to be looking at. Those are the ones I suggest you to look at, to be honest. When the markets are flying, when there is good news, those are the ones to really keep your eye on. 4-hour chart for Netflix. Again, just watch. We got that flag formation. Right, ready to break out. 1 hour. Consolidation on the 1 hour. Ready to break out. I think it's ready to break out. Again, we don't want to be biased. We don't want to be biased going into a week like this. We just kind of got to be open and just see what's up before we make any move. Again, if the markets are pushing, Netflix, Meta, big movers, right? Palantir, big mover. Just remember that. So if you're in the play and you're like, oh, why is my stock not moving? Look for the big movers. You got Netflix, you got Palantir, you've got stocks that I've shown you. And again, Netflix has earnings this Friday, right here. So don't be surprised they try to push it up and bump it up as an earnings run up as well. Okay. Then, Micron is my last one. Micron clearly bearish, part of the tech sector. We was in this range for a little bit. We broke down, we just sold off. We tested the moving average, came down again. Let's go to monthly and the weekly again. Monthly is disgusting. got a death cross selling off. The moving average cross to the downside. Weekly, yeah, this is the first green candle in a while. Still got to wait. Daily, again, pushing up a little bit. Might come up to test this moving average and sell off again. 4 hour, you see it's more bearish below all the moving averages. 1 hour, similar story. So Micron is there because Micron could be a good put play, especially when we get to the moving averages, the 200s specifically, and sell off. That's what I'm looking for from Micron. I'm pretty bearish on Micron. It had a nice, it had a nice pump Wednesday, but really Tuesday we got puts where we was I think too early and the move got messed up. Something like that, I can't remember. But either way, we were in puts last week. We didn't make profit, but I got out at negative 18%. Either way, that was a nice put day. Tuesday, it was a nice put day. Thursday, Micron can be on for puts, especially if the rest of the tech sector, the Nasdaq sell off this week. But on the positive side, long term, hey, you want to take some trades, some stock back up to 120, 140 and beyond. That's 100% play right there. If you got some shares, you can buy on Micron. Check that out. All right, let me check because it's now you guys' time to provide some stocks. I know you guys be finding some nice plays. Share them, share them. Let's go for it. I like the financials. JPM just had earnings as well. It shot up. Okay, JPM. We got to close above the moving average. We bounced because I've already got my lines drawn now, right? We closed above the moving average. We bounced above my level of resistance. It looks like it can continue as well. I don't know if that 249 price point can hit. We'll see if it holds there. Because last time we got to that 249 price, it sold off. But hey, what do you say? Okay, monthly chart, body's closed above moving average, which is nice. Or should say the monthly candle is above the moving average, the monthly body. The daily is looking nice though. Yeah, I'd look at that 249 price point. That's what I look at for JPM. Anybody else? Thank you very much. It's a beautiful chart. We're about to get the moving average crossover to the upside too. It's a beautiful chart. Got a dragonfly doji too. Hammer candle. This is looking nice. It's a great. Let's break above that $92 level, right? $92 for me. Let's break above that $92. Let's go touch 95. This is good. This is good looks right here. Ooh, so maybe a double bottom forming, but the reason I stay away from these kind of stocks is because look at that, man. Look at that. You dropped from $4 or $5 all the way to $1. You finished. If imagine you had lots of shares in this, you done for. You finished. You're fried chicken. That's the problem with these kind of stocks, right? The biggest jump so far in recent times is from $1.06 to $1.22. So I need to wait for it to break above the moving average. It could be a double bottom forming. We could flip bullish, but right now it's just consolidating. Yeah, right now these are those. I don't know where you got to start from, but these are those ones where they just want to turn you to fried chicken. They want to turn you to kebab. She's kebab. Yeah, it's choppy right now. Yeah, don't worry. Hey, shout out FYD's friend. You trying to change him into chopped up chicken. Trying to change him into Kentucky Fried Chicken, man. Yeah. Let me check the comments. Anybody comment? Okay. I was going to mention Palantir SoFi. And we rock with AMD. I've done Palantir and SoFi. You can look at AMD. AMD, I'll wait. If I'm getting calls, I'll wait. I like the setup though. I got some more shares last week. I think for $85 or $87. I can't remember. 85 or $87. That's what I'm saying with AMD. I'm gonna wait. So hey, AMD can go back to 120, 150, 160, bro. I ain't trying to get in AMD at the very bottom. It was $75 last week. Cool. It's still got a long way to go. Any other stocks? Let me know. Just call them out. KOO? What you say? Okay. Yes. It's forming a base. It's getting ready to load up. It's still bearish right now, but it looked like we have, we're at the previous place. Well, you know what? We're at the moving averages. We can fall back to 18, or we can start getting some momentum and push up to 30. That's my price point. But I'll wait for it to break above the moving average. It's holding at the 200 right now. Yeah, right now, I'll just wait. I like this one though. I don't know why I'm adding an alert actually. I don't. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna add alert. I want to know when we get past that price point. Anybody else? Call it out. Call it out for me. One of my favorites. Hey, see, back to my level of support. We're starting to find the momentum. I will wait still, because you know how this market is. Any bad news, any negative news, and it can come back down. Drop $5. But it's monthly ugly. It's just stepping down. Weekly, we got a nice bounce here. We're starting to get some momentum. Daily, yeah, daily could be loading up. 4 hour, double bottom 4 hour, potentially. Not a clear one, but potentially. It just likes that level. But we above the moving averages on the 4 hour. That's nice. It is as well. Yep, right here. Retesting it, come back down. And retest it, right? Just like we did back here. We broke. Not even we broke. We was above it. We came back to it and fell. So yeah, break, come back, bounce. Yeah. Um, let's take a look at Nvidia. Thanks for suggesting that one, Mr. Calm. Nvidia looking interesting. Nvidia looking strong. Nvidia, look, I'm gonna go weekly first, right? One thing to know, you got engulfing candle. One thing to know about Nvidia, the big money, whatever you call them, the Wall Street guys, the hedge fund, they like Nvidia, so they're gonna do whatever they can to push up Nvidia. I think last week I made a tweet. I said, "When can you ever buy Nvidia at $85?" And then now I see it's already 111. They like Nvidia, so if you're ever worried and like trying to see what the market's doing, just look at Nvidia. If Nvidia's selling off, yeah, QQQ selling off, Nasdaq selling off. If Nvidia pushing, they're gonna be pushing. So yeah, Nvidia look like it's ready for calls if we get enough bullish momentum, and even if it's calls, I'm gonna say 118, 119 is the first price target. It probably come back down there as it did a couple of times in the last couple of months. So it's not like, oh yeah, $130, here we come. Nah, it's more, we might get an $8 push and come back down, retest the level of support. We'll see. Apple again, okay, yeah. Again, so the thing about Apple, guys, is it's already up night. Like, you can't see it. I don't know what it is. You can't see it on here, but if you go to your Robinhood or your Webull, you'll see Apple's already up nice overnight. It's up like 5%. It's at like 209. It's like, I think. So I'm saying it looks like by the open we would have gapped up a little bit. So I'm saying don't chase it, but this might be where people start to move their money as like a safer bet. It's like Nvidia, right? Those big hedge funds, all them guys, the big money, they like Nvidia, they like Apple. So just beware. Apple could push to 216. That might be my price target for Apple before you drop back. Yeah. I mean, again, it's already up. It's already up here. Yeah. Yeah. Facts. Facts. So yeah. So yeah, it's another one on my watch list over here. So this is the hourly. Hourly's okay. It's nothing crazy. It's okay. 4 hour now. You see, okay. We've been holding above the moving averages nicely. We've been retesting the moving averages with those wicks daily for now. Starting to form something. We're not all the way there yet. We got rejection before. We're starting to form something. Weekly, engulfing candle. It's a lot of engulfing candles. Monthly, below the moving averages. So it's a lot of different signs. Since it's been red every month this year. But again, it's starting to form. It's starting to form on a few different time frames. I look at a couple more stocks and then Apple, right? I don't have none. So let me see. Let me see what I get. Oh, I see. Oh, yeah. One, two, three. Yep. Yep. Right here. Oh, shoot. Yeah, this is nice. Yeah, that makes sense. Right, I'm gonna do two more stocks. First one is Starbucks. Oh, yeah, this is it. No, no, no. Hold on. Yeah, I remember that last year. Shoot, it's almost go time, bro. Going back up to one. Yes. Oh, double. Oh, this is the one. Oh, yeah. Yeah, this is the one. Two more stocks, folks. There's another one. Are you guys just reading my watch list out here, or what's going on? Mine said Apple, Apple's here. Mine said PayPal, PayPal's here. One said Walmart, Walmart's here. One said Now, Now's here. Mine said Baba, Baba's here too. You're just reading my watch list. It's a lot of stuff happening with Baba. It's setting up. It's just falling. And again, I'm not really messing with the Chinese right now with the way Trump behaving. One bad news. I mean, it's a decent setup. Retesting a level of support, but the way the guy messing up, you know, it is here. Wow, wow. Yeah, this. Yeah, exactly.
Are you guys skating?
All right. So okay, I know. So Alibaba could be getting ready for calls because of this. I'm learning the fibs. I'm learning the fibs, and then Roblox. That's my last one for today. Thank you, Roblox. This is the breakout range right here that he's talking about. You know, I'm gonna draw a box. This is I'm gonna call this my zone here. Okay, I'm ready for Roblox breakout. Roblox could be ready to bust. I'm gonna get above the moving average, get my zone. You're gonna fly. Oh, they owe you more money. Yep, facts. Up here. Double bottom and consolidation. Oh yes, Roblox came back to this. That's it. Roblox is loading up again. Daily in the zone. Hourly in the zone. Loading up. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. Hey, hey, I was gonna damn a difficult, tough one. Exactly. Jeez. Okay. No, good looks. Good looks for this one. All right, folks. Thank you very much. I'm gonna type some of my stocks to watch in the weekly watch list, so you can, if you were late or you didn't, see anything or whatever, you can come watch it back or all that. Sorry, you can read it back and all that kind of stuff. I'm gonna upload this to YouTube in the next 2 hours. That's it. We live tomorrow. We active. If there's any other stocks, yo, throw them in the chat in the trading discussion. I will look at them tonight. Like, there's a lot of you guys brought some good stocks today. The more eyes we have on it, the better, right? I only have one pair of eyes. Some of you guys, we all add your eyes together, we have 10 pairs of eyes. So bring out those Robloxes, bring out those whatever, those Starbucks. There's some setups. Either way, we're gonna make this money this week. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the session. Let me know in the chat, and I'll catch you in the chat then. Thank you.